Dock workers at ports from Maine to Texas have walked off the job, demanding better wages and protections from automation. If it carries on, the strike is expected to have massive consequences for the economy, shutting down a major part of the country's supply chain. That could mean shortages and price hikes on everything from coffee to car parts.
Hurricane Helene now ranks among the deadliest storms to hit the U.S. in modern history, with more than 130 deaths now confirmed across 6 states. 600 people are still unaccounted for in North Carolina alone. National Guard members from at least 8 states, as far away as Iowa and Connecticut, have been deployed to North Carolina to help in the response and recovery effort.
Governor Tim Walz and Senator J.D. Vance are doing their final preparations for tonight's first and only vice presidential debate. However, a source with the Walz campaign says they are not convinced anything tonight will move the needle when it comes to November's election. The debate will be at 8 p.m. tonight.
The Israeli military say that they are now conducting a limited ground operation in Lebanon. The IDF says it is doing targeted raids in villages close to the border that they say pose immediate threats to communities in northern Israel. However, Israeli officials say that there will be no long-term occupation of southern Lebanon. The decision has drawn sharp criticism for President Joe Biden, who is calling for Israel not to march troops into Lebanon.
Sean Diddy Combs is appealing a federal judge's decision to deny him bail and place him in custody. He is accused of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. The judge previously denied him bail based on fears he may try to tamper with witnesses and that he may pose a flight risk. Combs' recent hiring of additional lawyers signaled the artist is gearing up for his trial.
The massive line fire has reignited and is forcing evacuation and warnings for people living in Southern California. The fire, which first ignited over a month ago, has gone from 83% containment to 80% after expanding into a new section of the forest. Evacuations are not mandatory for residents yet, but many are remaining cautious.
DirecTV has agreed to buy rival Dish Network for just $1 in exchange for assuming its billions of dollars in debt. If the companies combine, the new service will have about 20 million subscribers. Both companies have struggled to keep customers as streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Prime Video have gained traction. The U.S. government previously blocked a proposed $19 billion merger in 2002 on competitive grounds.
Pete Rose, one of the most accomplished and controversial people in baseball, has died. Over 24 seasons, Rose became an MVP, a 3-time World Series champion, and a 17-time All-Star. In 1989, Rose was banned from baseball for betting on games, including on his own team. Less than a year later, he was sentenced to 5 months in prison for tax evasion. Despite his accomplishments, Rose never made it into the Hall of Fame. He was 83.
Former President Jimmy Carter is celebrating his 100th birthday today. Carter continues to be the nation's longest-living former president, despite entering hospice care over a year and a half ago. In honor of the former president's birthday, many folks volunteered with Habitat for Humanity to honor a man who has spent decades volunteering to build homes for others. And that's today's 9 at 9.